What if I told you that you are no good? Would you be mad at me? If you would, this video is definitely for you. Welcome to the channel. My name is Vitor and I'd like to talk about freedom. Freedom. Would like to be free. Would like to be able to do things you want to do and not really caring about what other people think. That would be great, right? I mean, doing things that are not harming other people just because you want to do, and it is not bad for you, of course, but you still can do it. So this concept comes from the 19th century. There was a guy called Charles Spurgeon, and he has a very important and famous quote that says, "When people speak ill of you, do not be upset, for you are much worse than they think." Look how great it is. See, if you don't mind about what other people say, that's great, because the expectations will be gone. You don't have to be anxious anymore about what other people would say about you. And trust me, it happened quite a lot to me, and I was normally afraid about what would other people do. I have a very simple example. I used to work for a big corporation about 10 years ago, more or less. And when I quit, I didn't quit the job, I was fired actually. I thought about working outside, and that would be in a train station. And just by thinking that some of my old colleagues would go through the station and they would pass by me and see me working outside, that terrified me, you know. And that's silly. That's just silly. Why do I have to care about other people? What would other people think about me? See, I ended up not working outside, even though, because if you live in a cold country, that's not the best option, at least for me. But I ended up working as a social worker, which was great. But then another situation came. One of my jobs was caring of other people, physically speaking. Having shower, not having shower, I'm sorry, giving shower to the people and caring in the body, you know. And until today, I have a friend who sometimes makes jokes about that. See how weird. I was caring of other people and someone makes joke, or because it is in a lower position, a simple job that not everybody's willing to do, or because you need to touch someone else. And what's the point? I was helping other people, and helping other people is something that I like to do. So would I stop doing what I was doing just because someone made jokes about me? You see, it is powerful. It is powerful. I had things in my life that I stopped doing or I never did because I was afraid of what other people would tell. And I also did things regardless what other people would say. And trust me, some of those things, they were amazing. But in the end, look, we have to be very careful not to do things because someone is telling or not telling, or because of what would someone think. The point is, if you want to do something, if this thing is good for you, and if this thing won't harm other people, that's fine. In theory, that's completely fine. You know what I mean? So the moment you learn how not to pay attention to what other people say, your life becomes lighter. It becomes better. I'm saying this because from where I come from, I'm from Brazil, it is a big thing. A lot of people like to comment about other people's life. Actually, the entire world does that. But what I've noticed is that in some countries you seem to have more freedom to do what you want to. And look at my hair. That's a very good example. When I was a kid, or when I was younger, people used to make a lot of fun about curly hair. Well, because it is no good, because it is ugly, and you have to cut it very short, and blah blah blah. Now I'm having the chance to have longer hair, and that's been great. That's been great. You know, I'm looking at myself at the mirror, and it feels like there was something missing through my whole life, and maybe the hair was the part of it. Silly thing, but now it's happening. What about you? What are the things that you like to do, but you're afraid of what would other people say? If you want to write in the comments, please feel free. If you like the video, please like, and you can also leave suggestions about what you'd like to see here. Alright? Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you're doing very well. Cheers.